What up? What up? What up, good peoples? Please allow me to, you know, do what we do, man. Just My good brother in rhythm isn't here today. He is on vacation, man. So we got to make room for that brother to restore. So we're excited about, in his stead that we get to bring to the stage. As always. Today we have Chocolate Thunder coming in to be our special guest host, and we'll bring her to the stage. What's
Hi,
up?
hi everyone.
How you doing?
I'm doing well. How are you?
Building, you know what I'm saying? Just happy, what I mean? Something's still going, man. It ain't been like them hot days, so this is my kind of weather. Stevie said it was hotter than July. This is cool in August. I can get ready for August weather. So
Yeah,
how's everything with you?
everything is going well.
All right. JC's joined live though. He threw up the middle finger. I mean, the two fingers. He said he threw up the middle finger. He threw up the peace sign for us.
Hi, JC.
What up, Jay? What's good? What's good? What's good? We building out, you know what I'm saying? The people's is throwing up, you know what I mean? I see some of our favorites, you know what I mean, consistent, you know what I mean, coming through. I think we got a fun show for you guys today. I think today we're gonna try to break down I think what has became LaDonna's favorite episode, right? That what you told me?
Definitely my favorite episode outside of episode 52.
Outside of episode 52. You die hard with 52, yo. R&B adjacent. R&B adjacent. That's still your joint. But listen, I mean, before we step up, we're gonna warm up, man. I think that is I was watching the Fat Joe and Jada podcast, and they were talking about like guilty pleasure songs, right? Like kind of songs that people just wouldn't think are your twist. So I was like, man, you know what? I wanted to not only talk to you about this, but I wanted to talk to our theorists about some guilty pleasure songs. So I know when I kind of told you about this a little earlier, you started throwing out some things. So I'm gonna put some faces up there to, kind of, what I mean. You threw out the BGs. So
Definitely the BGs.
so tell me about your guilty pleasure songs. What's a flat out guilty pleasure song?
Um, Emotion by the Bee Gees. Also, More Than a Woman by the Bee Gees. I love George Michael. Y'all shot down a few of my George Michael picks when I was a guest on the show.
Yeah, because
But
didn't you do Monkey on Your Back? Like
no, I did. I Want Your Sex.
oh yeah, no, that was horrible. Yeah, that
Yeah.
was horrible. That's why. Yeah.
So father
I,
figure definitely George Michael. That's one of
I
my
can get down. I can get down with the BGs. I think you know what I'm saying. Disco is very closely related to funk. So like disco is funk's county cousin or mixed cousin, I think, you know what I'm saying? So it has a lot of I think those black people elements in it, you know what I mean? And I think BGs are all of our adopted cousins or I don't know if you had this. Um I had an uncle who went away, he was in the armed services. And so, he came back with, what I mean, people who he just kind of rode with, you know what I mean? And, he had, what I'm saying, White Tim. And White Tim, you know what I mean, was cool as a fucking fan. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's White Tim. Yeah, he was white, but he also was Tim. Yeah, that's what the BGs are to me. They like my cousin who, I mean, they went away, got, you know what I'm saying, and then they came back and you like, all right, you know what, y'all kind of ride. I can roll with y'all. So I BG's rock to me too. Like when people was like, they went against and they were railing against the disco thing. I'm like, yo, disco was all right, but I think after a while, when something gets too big, we always tear it down. So, you know what I mean, more than a woman is the truth. JC said there's no guilt for the BGs. He loves the BGs too.
Yes. And How Deep Is Your Love?
Yeah, how deep is your love is I mean, those are good tracks. Like, yeah, the Bee Gees can sing. Like, I wasn't too mad at what they did. Um, Let me tell you something. Once a week, Careless Whispers plays in my house. And so I don't know what people talk about yacht rock. But I think that yacht rock is just again county or country club R&B. You You know what I mean? Like that's all it is to me. Some of my favorite artists come out of that. Some of the artists they tried to put in there, I think the Blue Eyed Soul, you know what I mean? They ain't like to use that soul, so they kind of pushed them over there. So what about y'all, man? You know what I'm saying? You know, my theorists out here, what are some of your guilty pleasure songs? And while y'all start putting those in the chat, I'm gonna go ahead and talk through my two guilty. These are guilty pleasure songs for me. I don't want to admit it. I'm gonna admit it for y'all because I put it out there. SWV Downtown. That is that's not for me. That song ain't for me. It's not built for me. But for whatever reason, there's a hard little body roll I want to throw in with Downtown is getting busy. Like I don't know what, you know what I mean. I don't know what that is. I don't know if I'm a little bit of a freak. Maybe I am, knock on wood. But you know, that, and again, another song that's directed at women. It has nothing to do with men. As a matter of fact, if you ever touch my car, I'm gonna hit you with it. Like, you know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? I don't deal on people on car crime. Like if you touch my car, I gotta hit you with my car. My car gotta get his lick back. But Jasmine Sullivan's Bust Your Windows is a guilty pleasure song for me. Like, I think that she sings it with such passion and such conviction and such emotion that, like, I just really, really kind of like dig the song, you know what I mean, through and through. So it's one of them songs for me that, like, you know what I mean, it plays and I might catch myself like kind of getting to it and singing it. And then I got to catch myself like, all right, bro, like, you know what I'm saying? You're not throwing no bricks through nobody's window. So, you know what I mean? You can't never go anywhere with Wham. George Michael, period. I think George Michael is real. What y'all talking about, man? Y'all quiet today. You know what I'm saying?
Very quiet in the chat.
Yeah, what they got going on today? They normally be all over it. Like, yeah, cuz. But you know what I mean? Maybe we'll circle back to it. They usually they get warmed up with a topic, and I didn't have a good topic today to really talk through what was going on in R&B. There were some kind of crazy things that's like, there's still some of those crazy interviews are still kind of reverberating around. But you know what I mean, you know. JC, you're a goddamn lie. Glamorous Life. Now that one, yeah, no, you're right. No, you're right. You can get your drummer on though. At least Glamorous Life, you can get your drummer on. Chili was so goddamn fine that I think you are all right with it though. I don't know. You know what I'm saying?
Some of these are just not guilty pleasures, as JC said, because they're just songs that you just like.
Yeah, but men can't sing certain songs.
You can't sing Bust Your Windows Out Your Car.
Yeah, that's not a man's track. You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, that track's very difficultly. Like, it's kind of like a woman singing and I mean, this is not it's a rap song, but like, you're not gonna sing Cameron Suck It or Not. You know what I mean? You know, it's you know, Akinelli Put It In Your Mouth, even though Akinelli Put It In Your Mouth has a great woman.
No, the women definitely sing that song.
Yeah,
you guys don't sing it. Okay.
It has a great woman's part though, so I can again understand. Again, and men can't sing that part, but you know, it is what it is. I think in the grand, you know, kind of scheme of things. Any other guilty pleasure songs? Anything else you want to throw out there? I got one more. You ready?
Yes.
When it was out. When it was out. Not now. It's not on any of my playlists. But Survivor by Destiny's Child.
Oh, yeah, you said that before.
No, I don't want to admit it. It's one of them joints I just don't want to admit. Like, like, there's another song. You know what? You're not gonna get, because this thing is gonna be an infamy. It's recorded on YouTube, so I'm not gonna say this song. But
we have Brandy in the chat said "Use Me" by Bill Withers.
That's a great song. That is such a great song. It is probably, like, you want to talk about a song that a man is talking about being coochie whipped. That man is in a deep, lusty situation. Like,
and he don't care.
He don't care. Listen, it don't matter who, my friends, my family, anybody that want to listen. I don't care what y'all got for me. I'm gonna tell y'all flat out, we all right. Like whatever this woman is doing to me is a win. Like,
and I'm aware of it.
yes, yes. No, not only is he saying keep on using me, use until you use me all. I don't even need no more. That's a mean track. Um, that's on one of my Saturday playlists going. Um, yo, also, I was gonna send you and JC these songs, but I don't know if I want to use them as secret weapons. My playlist went into a deep, or at least my shuffle went to a deep play of new artists. I have at least 12 new artists that I want to spring that I haven't really heard before. And my playlist just kept sending them. Boom, 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 boom. One of them I'm gonna give you this Anthony Q. He got like a kind of coming on that Bill Withers sound, actually, like it's real folksy, but it's still R&B. Oh man, it was a good song. But yeah, I bumped into a couple of duets, man. I mean, I was really excited about some of the tracks that I've kind of discovered. So again, when people say stuff like R&B is dead, man, I don't know what they're talking about. Like I don't know what they're talking about. R&B is in such a great place. Maybe not commercially, and it probably won't ever be where it was in the 90s in the way that like it drove everything. But man, I can't wait to the continuous rebirth of it, as we kind of come out. So anything new discovered, anything that you wanted to bring to the forefront before we start getting into this episode 69?
Lucky Day has a new single out.
Oh yeah,
It's called Cotton Candy Boulevard. It's with India Sean, or he might be the guest on her song.
listen,
Huge
it's
Lucky
Lucky Day. Lucky Day, you can never go wrong. Never ever, never ever. He is quintessentially R&B to me. He does it. He reminds me of like music's early years, where like I'm just gonna get a quality. I'm gonna get a quality participation in it. Brandy came back with "Saving All My Love," Whitney Houston. Yeah, that is a very scandalous song.
Oh, yes.
But who doesn't like that song? You know what I'm saying? I enjoy it. All right, let's get into why you wanted to come through to this. You told me flat out we needed to talk. You know what I'm saying? Through this episode. So let me give some background for those that do not know. JC's family are deeply rooted in Motown. He is an adopted child, adopted resident, adopted alien of Motown. And of course, I'm from Philadelphia. I think that if you probably really kind of deep search our musical taste, I think they're rooted in the influence that comes from both of those cities. I think that when you kind of listen to JC sound, he's in the precision and the tunes and the buildup of of the way those sounds are put together, which Motown was really good for. If you probably have listened to me, I'm really big on the emotions and the emoting, in the rawness of I think what is rooted in the Philadelphia sound. And so we decided to kind of come together and do a little fun piece of Philly versus Detroit. And I'm interested to hear your thoughts on it. First and foremost, how did you enjoy the episode?
It was one of your best episodes. That was a really good episode. The music alone. I know you said that you would have a playlist, but
I did say that. And you know what? The streets. There's a rumor out there that you put one together.
I did. I put one together, and I will share it with you guys. I put it on Spotify as well as Tidal. So
yeah,
because it was needed. It was needed.
Because somebody is tired of Aaron breaking promises, right? I'm like an R&B song. I put out a lot of promises that I haven't come through with. All right, so do you have a favorite song from the? Before I get into you scoring, is there a favorite song from the episode?
Yes. Well, mine is, I'm biased. It's Rocket Love. Then Please Don't Go. But I really like that you put us on to, well, me, I can't speak for everyone else, to a new artist.
Yeah, yeah,
And
yeah,
I have been listening to him lately. Well, since
yeah.
this week. But what about everyone else? What did you guys think in the chat of this episode about each round? Because it was hard for me to, I did score the rounds and I sent them my scores, but what did you guys think about each round?
First of all, I just like to state for the record that I didn't like your scoring. I thought you was drunk. Your score wasn't shit. I'm just go ahead and say Chinese judge. I feel like the Olympics. You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, who brought this judge in here? You know what I mean?
But you did win round one in the stories. So
well, technically, yeah, I did win. That's what I'm saying. I'm the people's champ. You know what I'm saying? I know JC not here to defend himself, but I'm the people's champ. Yeah, I mean, and plus, I think it still always comes back to song choices. Now, I will self-admittedly tell you that I had no one in, I think, the Philly sound. And there's not anyone on the planet that can compete with Stevie Wonder. That's the way I feel. I you know what I'm saying? People can tell me I'm wrong. People can tell me I'm, you know what I'm saying, I'm crazy. But I don't think that there is a human being on planet Earth that can compete with the best of Stevie Wonder. It doesn't matter what you write. I don't care what you contributed to. Like Quincy Jones did We Are the World. Who cares? You understand what I'm saying? I don't care. You know what I mean? Like there's nothing that competes with Stevie Wonder. So I'd already had to take that L. Like that was going to always be all right. You know what I mean? Like I got to stand firm on that. For people who did not listen to the show yet, all right, let me give you the rules. Okay, that's the thing I think I can at least do. All right. So here's what we did. This is what we tried to narrow it down. There were 7 rounds. Okay. If we couldn't do more longer than 7 because we you know what I mean, we wanted to have it only be an hour-long show. But when 7 rounds, this could have went 15 rounds. This could have probably went 20 rounds. It could have went a lot of rounds. But you had to have one artist from each school, old school, middle school, new school. You had to have one group. You had to have 2 female artists. I'm going to tell you that somebody failed that particular point of the piece, but that's all right. And the artist had to either be signed through Motown or from Detroit or from Philadelphia International or from Philadelphia.
wait,
So there, go ahead.
I don't remember. Did JC have a middle school artist?
He
had a group. I know he had Boys to Men, but
yes, Boys to Men is his middle school artist.
Okay.
Yes, Boys to Men is his middle school artist. So let's dive through this. Okay. All right. So we know the rules. So here we go. All right. So I did it as in, I don't know why I put the winner bracket like that. Yeah, I mean, so y'all just wanted to cut and paste this how it could have rocked. But round 1 was Smokey versus Teddy P. Now I'm gonna go ahead and tell you that, you know what I'm saying, the early results is in that Teddy P beat Smokey Robinson and the Miracles on the internet poll. I think that was the only one that we accomplished at this particular point, but I just want to let you know that round was scored for me. So JC came with some of my favorite Smokey Robinson songs. He came with Tracks of My Tears, which I think is a masterpiece of tunes. And I'm not gonna run through all the song tracks. Y'all gotta watch that. Y'all gotta really do listen to the episode. You know what I'm saying? Because again, as LaDonna talked about, is masterful. And then Teddy P, latest greatest inspiration, and love TKO. I think. Who? So you scoring? You know what I mean? You said you gave me round 1 as well.
No, I gave JC round 1 because it's Smokey Robinson.
So, like I said, you don't count. The people said round.
The people did say. The people did vote Teddy Pendergrass. As they should. He's a phenomenal artist.
Should. All right, so I'm gonna round 2. All right, I've already conceded that nobody can beat Stevie Wonder, but I will say this: I think that Frankie Beverly and Maze landed like it wasn't a blowout. Like, you know what I'm saying? You know, I put Before I Let You Go up there, you know what I'm saying, it against, you know what I'm saying, you know, Rocket Love. And you know, we ran it out there, right? I think that, you know, After the Morning After, which is one of my joints, he ran Do I Do. So I'm gonna go ahead and tell you, he held back because he didn't throw Az out there. You know what I'm saying? And so because he didn't throw Az out there, I feel like I had a fighting chance. All right.
What did y'all think? Stevie Wonder or Frankie Beverly and Maze? I said Stevie Wonder that round.
That's because you already biased us with Rocket Love, though.
Yeah, I mean, he played Rocket Love.
Rocket Love is a great song. Goodness gracious. Bankroll Beauty said Teddy smoked Smokey's boots. That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. You understand what I'm saying? Brandy already said Brandy went Teddy P. Stevie, so it's even right now in her world. You understand what I'm saying? So Stevie by a landslide. All right, okay, all right. So right now it's 1-1. I can admit that it's 1-1. I can go with it. You know what I'm saying? Stevie ain't even close. Before I Let You Go. Come on now, that's a cult classic. That's a cult. Let me ask you a question. Does Stevie Wonder is Do I Do as good of a cult classic as Before I Let Go?
They both getting you on the dance floor. Now, you know, Before I Let Go ends the party everywhere. Just like I think you said earlier this week, like it is invited to every party. So it does. But like, does it beat Before I Let Go? No. But I mean, you could play it and everyone's getting up too. Like, it's not like everyone's staying seated. That's
my point. My point is that your verses isn't just about the artist. You couldn't, and that's why you gotta listen to the episode, because it's not just blindly like, yeah, Stevie Wonder does smoke Frankie Beverly and Maze in the grand scheme of things. But what I'm saying is, you know what I'm saying, like, yo, based upon the 2 songs he put up, based upon the 2 songs I put up, you know what I'm saying, maybe there's a little bit more conversation. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean?
Yeah, like, I mean, Stevie's taking this round.
That's fine. I'm with it. I just already. Now, this round, Jackson 5 versus the OJs. All right. And I like it that we talk. Stevie does stomp. Yes. The people have spoken. Stevie wins. Look, JC want to get that in. You know what I'm saying? All right. It's 1-1. 1-1 right now.
Oh, Stevie is the after party. Frankie is the barbecue. I definitely agree, Wanda.
All right. That's fine. But you know what I'm saying? You got to get people up on the barbecue. How you want to tell people had a good time unless they smell like a little sweat off and barbecue sauce? You understand what I'm saying? That's the secret of a good barbecue. All right. So Jackson 5, Little Michael versus the OJs. Now, it's Michael Jackson. You understand what I'm saying? It's Michael Jackson. I'm not going to argue with anything, but I do think my conversation for this round was that I got more OJs on my list than I do Jackson 5. But that's just, again, because of who I am. So let me go to you. Wait a minute, did I lose you? Okay, there you go. Let me go to you, and then you tell me, what did you think of that round?
Well, I thought that was a very odd matchup. I would never put those 2 together. But it's a Jackson 5.
That's fine.
And Never Can Say Goodbye. I mean, I didn't see, I like the OJs, but there's no song that you played that beats it. Never Can Say Goodbye.
Never Can Say Goodbye is a great song. But Stairway to Heaven, people thought that was about people dying.
No, that's not people. That's LaDonna. I've only heard it at funerals. I've only heard that song at funerals.
Whoever put that in the funeral is freaky. That's all I'm just trying to tell you. Listen, Stairway to Heaven is about that is the rise to ecstasy. You understand? We get ready to go. We climb in. Like that's foreplay. And then when we finally get to it, it's heaven. That's all I'm trying to say. Is that's what I'm talking about. We going step by step. So that's all. That's but Jackson 5, I Want to Be Where You Are is one of my favorite. But he didn't put that. You get Forever Mine. There you go. Forever Mine does smoke Never Can Say Goodbye. I'll give you that too.
Wait, did you play Forever Mine?
I didn't play Forever Mine. I didn't play Forever Mine. I'll give you the song. He did I Want You Back and Never Can Say Goodbye. I did Stairway to Heaven and For the Love of Money.
Oh yeah.
So I just want to be
money.
For the love of money. Come on now. You know what I'm saying? By the way, that was one of my favorite parts of the episode was us talking about the OJs as our uncles. That was one of my favorite pieces. All right. Matter of fact, you know what? The people may not. Let me go.
I don't really see Brandy. I agree. Round 3 was hard. It was hard. I didn't make that decision.
Ain't nobody tell you. JC Thomas like he mad. Ain't nobody tell you to go on vacation, bruh.
I'm really mad that you're not here either
to defend his joint.
Yeah, you needed to be here.
I'm just telling you that right now, we are at that the OJs, based upon the chat, took that round.
No, it didn't. Because we had some 5 votes in there. And the person who said, like, they picked a song that you didn't even play. So, no, the chat's not good for you.
It's still the OJs. What we talking about? It's there.
Oh, my God. You just tried to break down the Stevie Wonder songs to go in your favor. And then now you're changing up the rules.
No, I'm not changing up the rules. I'm just telling you what I see in the chats. Okay. JC, what he said, he want to call it a draw. I'll, for now, leave it on a draw unless if the chat goes in uproar, then we got to shift. Okay. All right. So it's a draw. So it's still even. Now we went against Tina Marie, Jasmine Sullivan. I went into my middle school. JC stayed old school. All right. He brought my auntie out here. Now, if you know me, you know how much I love me some Tina Marie. All right. Love me some Tina Marie. But you also know how much I love me some Jasmine Sullivan. Now, I think both of these women would sing the panties off of yours truly. I mean, boxers, panties, thong, bikini brief, swim trunks. I don't know whatever it is, but they can both do what they do. Okay? I'm listening to you. Where you going with it?
I went with Tina Marie.
You went with Tina Marie?
Yes, you know I did. I sent you my scores. I did. I went because he put Portuguese Love in there.
Portuguese Love is good work. I'm not going to get mad.
He didn't like Deja Vu wasn't the best one, but yeah.
Deja Vu is awesome. I thought that was his best piece, but
over Portuguese Love.
No, I'm saying is well. See, I mean, my favorite my favorite Tina Marie song is Out on a Limb, but you know what I'm saying? That's me. You know what I mean? So he didn't go there. So I'm okay with that. You know what I mean? But you saying you taking Deja Vu and Portuguese Love over the Jasmine Sullivan songs, Girl Like Me, I think any woman that's in touch with her sexuality is right where Girl Like Me is, and Lions, Tigers, and Bears.
I need you to know that the chat is 100% on your side.
I mean,
the chat is Jasmine all day.
I mean, you know,
I don't think you even need to plead a case because the chat is on your side.
Okay, I mean, I do see some Tina Marie lovers. I'm not arguing the Tina Marie love, and I appreciate that. I mean, you know, JC asked me in the end, like, "Hey, yo, if you had to go, like, who concert would you go to?" Like, and it's crazy because I know you always tell me I say this, but I seen them both live, and like, oh my goodness, like, that Jasmine Sullivan is just different, man. She's different. You know, of course, Tina Marie is so different that people thought she was a whole different shade of ethnicity. So I mean, that's just different in the grand scheme of things. You know what I'm saying? All right, so I'm gonna take that one. So right now is weird. That's number 5. That's number 4.
That's
So we
number
got
4. You got it.
2, 1, and a tie, right? 2, 1, and a tie. All right. I'm probably gonna lose this one, and it's okay. Marvin Gaye and music. Now I would argue with you that music makes great songs. So just for the this was Distance Lover and Let's Get It On, and it was Just Friends and Half Crazy for music. And you know, I mean, I already kind of know where this is going. I can't believe, Medea, that you don't like Jasmine Sullivan. That's crazy work.
What?
Yeah, she said she don't care. And Tina Marie, she said she don't like him.
Okay, so for this round, I chose music, and I know Marvin clears music any day of the week.
Yeah,
but I felt like JC just stayed in old school, and I needed him to move, so I chose music this round.
So you disqualified him this round.
I did disqualify him this round because he kept going light. Now, don't get it twisted. Marvin clears him. Like, I choose Marvin all day, but in this case, JC just stayed in old school, so
so you gave him, you said, hey, based upon the rules, bruh, you ain't moved yet.
Yeah,
so
he hasn't moved. He didn't move. He kept staying. So
yeah, the crazy piece is that I agree with you that I think that you ever lose the remote that came with your TV, and then you got to go get one of them universal remotes. Music is the universal remote. It's not as good as the remote that came with the TV, but it could do more things. Like, it got like 16 different like little compartment levels and settings. It can control the DVD and do this and do that. That's music's music to me when compared to Marvin Gaye. Marvin Gaye is the remote that came with the TV. It when you say volume, it goes volume. You ain't got to program it. You ain't got to do nothing. Ain't nothing. It is what it is. He is a picture of R&B when you talk about classic R&B. But when you start talking about, you know what I'm saying, what music is, you know what I'm saying? What I'm saying, like, yo, you can put music on in a car and it's going to be good, I think, for everybody. It's universal, you know what I'm saying, like across the board.
That was a good analogy.
Yeah, I just, you know what I'm saying? It's not quite as good as the factory, but it can go a lot of places, do a lot of things, you know what I'm saying, you know, in that sense. So I think it's just that and I will say that I saw a comment in the chat and it said, I heard that music sucked live. And I will say that a common complaint about music's the only thing about music's whole pedigree is his live performance. And that is a challenge. I think his music is undisputed. I do think he has great music. But against a heavyweight, I'm willing to step off and say that, you know, it is good. Oh, my man Ray said, yo, Ray, you're the first person in a long time that really liked a music performance. Let me say, and I appreciate you coming in and saying that. You know what I'm saying? You know, yeah, like, well, there you go. So right after that, Eric comes back and says, yeah, it was not great.
But yeah, music definitely has great music. But there's another comment in the chat saying that he's good live. So maybe he's worked on his showmanship. Maybe
no. Right after that, someone came right behind it and said, yeah, no. So
JC, I agree, his albums are fire.
All right, listen. So I'm not going to tell you that it's split because we didn't do a poll. I'm going to tell you that more people said that Marvin Gaye was the winner. So we're right back to even. Okay. I'm saying that it's a lot closer than a lot of people think, though, because I said, I think music's updated sound is a little bit more. Now, here's where I think I'm going to go ahead and tell y'all flat out that JC chose a Philly artist to represent Motown in Detroit. So I think he already messed up. So I should automatically get the point because he chose Boyz II Men as his representation of Motown. And so I chose Jill Scott. And regardless of if you wanted to choose Jilly or music, I think I won. Now, do
Yeah,
you
you
let me?
keep trying to find little outliers to win.
No, that is the outlier. They're from Philly.
But but they're on Motown, right? They were on Motown when they came
They
out,
are
right?
on Motown, but they're from Philly. JC, I'm not talking across the board. I'm just giving you an outlier why I should have won this round. Period.
I don't. Do you even need that outlier? You always trying to find outliers to win the round, but even you don't even need them when you're trying to win the round.
Okay, well, let me. Who did you choose? Jill Scott or Boyz II Men?
Boys, Boys to Men. I chose Boys to Men.
You chose Boyz II Men over Jill
I
Scott?
did. Yes.
Tell me why.
Because they're on my playlist more. And I listen to them way more than I do Jill Scott.
Really?
Yes, really. Yes.
You need more Jilly in your life.
Says who? You have all these R&B rules for me.
No, I'm just trying to cultivate your ears. Yeah, obviously. There's some more.
God forbid a girl has an opinion.
No, I'm just telling you. Okay, let's go with the songs that he chose because people end up arguing, right? JC chose "Please Don't Go," and "On Bended Knee." I chose "He Loves Me" and "Crown Royal." I'm just saying, again, based upon the song choices, where are you going out? Where are you going with that?
So Sarita says Jill outdoes Boyz II Men. It's a tie. We have a tie.
Medea says the Jilly from Philly. You know what I mean? I got a tie for me.
See how you don't be needing outliers?
Look, even Jill Scott, they go another Jill Scott.
Again, see how you don't need outliers? You be trying to plead your case for outliers.
No, Boyz II Men has songs that have longevity. I'm just saying is that if I'm again on my playlist, more practical, Jill gives me, she's a more everyday-esque woman. So she gives more, she's a woman for everything. You know what I'm saying? Now, like again, big ups to Philly for producing the talent that, you know what I'm saying, coming out of there, because that's just crazy work. So Miss Jill won this one too.
Been lighting up the chat.
Yeah, Jill. Yeah, no, Medea's very opinionated. All right. Yeah, I mean,
all my friends in the chat are saying Jill Scott.
Yeah, I'm going. I mean, but Boyz II Men, they are legendary. I don't think that you can take anything away from Boyz II Men. I mean, listen, I'll Make Love to You. You put that on, people gonna sing. You put on Ooh Ah, I'm grabbing some butt cheeks. Ooh Ah, the remix, I'm grabbing 2 butt cheeks and face cheeks. I'm doing it all. You understand what
Raymond, we're talking about songs. We're just talking about songs.
No, I'm talking about, first of all, listen, I think both of them, you're not getting, I mean, again, I've seen them both live. You're not getting shortchanged on neither of those artists.
Yeah, you're not.
And then when Jill goes into that operetta situation that she's doing, it gets stupid. I don't even know what that is, but I just be like, okay, Jill, like you showing off now. I don't even know what that is. They on you about your song choices, JC, on whatever. I'll Make Love to You, put my drawers back on. Yo,
Miss Medea is like, she's not holding back. Everybody is catching the smoke with Miss Medea.
Oh my goodness. Put the drawers back on. All right. He pulled a rabbit out his ass with this one. He went Leon Thomas, and I went Gordon Banks. Leon Thomas is, of course, probably the hottest R&B artist out right now. I don't even know right now. He's astronomical, atmospheric in his rise, and so I don't even know if people have given Brother Banks any real like burn. You know what I'm saying? On the real, but the reality of it is that Leon Thomas is hard to compete with. When he dropped that on me, I was like, Leon Thomas ain't on Motown. I was mad. Like, yo, come on, man.
Yes, you know what I mean? Game is crazy.
Yeah, no, I mean, look, man, I'm not even I can't even compete with that particular piece. You know what I'm saying, on it. um it's crazy because even based upon this conversation, Motown is legendary, right? It's legendary. It's not, you know what I'm saying? Some of the greatest R&B artists have come off of that, right? You know what I'm saying? And, you know, and Motown is still producing because most people like, Motown, you know what I'm saying, not doing whatever, and they still cracking them out. You know what I mean? So that was kind of the dopest thing about this particular piece. So just in your final thoughts on the fight, and we can go back on the R&B battle. How did you score it?
I had JC winning most of the rounds. So
So you had JC. So what did you do? 4-3 or 5-2?
No, I think because I couldn't score round two. I couldn't do Stevie and Frankie Beverly and Mays. So I had what is it?
So you had
5-2.
a tie round two.
Yeah, I had a tie round two. Now the chat had a tie round three, but I couldn't. But we all won because the music alone. Again, I have the playlist. The music alone was just the best part. And then I like this style, this format that you guys did. I like that you changed it up this week. It was a really good show.
Yeah, I mean it was one of my favorites, just in the grand scheme of things. I just like to say, based upon the chat, it was 3-3-1 and it was a draw. Based upon the chat. If I just also like to say that, you know, I don't know, you gave me a pity round because you took a round away from JC off of GP, but man, it was really, really fun to dive into it. And you know, as far as the matchups, they were just about who put down what artist first. We didn't talk through it and say, yo, you know who would be a good matchup. It was that I literally said, okay, I'm gonna start off with the strongest solo artist I can think of out of Philly, right? And so I went Teddy P. My hopes was because I was thinking in the sense of what Motown had, right? Motown had, you know, I know that Motown is gonna come Marvin Gaye. So I thought that's where he was gonna swing, because in my past, I've known JC to call Marvin Gaye his favorite R&B singer. Well,
yeah, you
if
called
you
that
look,
out too.
yeah, and if you look at, I think that Teddy P can stand with Marvin Gaye. They can throw. You know what I'm saying? Like it's no mismatch. It's gonna be a preference piece. You know what I'm saying? On how you, particularly, I think if you throw in, you know what I'm saying, some of Teddy P's Harold Melvin and the Blue Notes type piece. So I think that would have been um was a good piece, right? There were some other matchups that I was hoping it kind of aligned themselves, but again, I was doing my due diligence in the sense of, you know what I mean, you know, how do you play that? But a lot of it still came back down to preference, right? I knew I was going to lose people with music because of his live performance, not because of his music. I can argue all day long about music's tracks. You know what I'm saying? But then when people say, well, what about, you know, you know what I'm saying? It wasn't nothing I could do. And there was absolutely nothing I could do about Stevie Wonder. You know what I'm saying? Like, to me, Stevie Wonder made up, you know what I'm saying? It just was, okay, I can't argue that. You know what I'm saying? Then on the flip side of that, though, I thought that the middle school run, that neo soul run of Philly, can't be touched by nobody. There's not a geographic place that can touch Philly in that 90s 2000s run. Like, that was disgusting. And I mean, you know, I didn't jump out there and claim Boyz II Men, but I could have. I mean, you're talking Boyz II Men, you talking music, you talking Jill Scott, you talking Floetry, you talking John Legend came through there. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I mean? Everybody came through that time period where, and I didn't even talk about Kendra Soul and Jaguar Wright. You know what I'm saying? You know, I didn't talk about Patti LaBelle. I didn't talk about, like, it's just not, you know what I'm saying? Like, so that's where even you said it. Like, JC, when you gonna flip into middle school? You know what I'm saying? And then, like I said, he had to go to a Philly artist to cover his middle school because that's where Motown lacked. But man, this episode was fun. Like, I just thoroughly enjoyed it. I like the format. And it's crazy that, like, me and JC both talked about, like, you know what I mean, like, bruh, like I'm rooting for you just as much because the music was what we were really rooting for.
Mhm.
Like, yo, I was hoping you play that, and I was hoping you, and it just goes to the dynamic of what those two cities continues to contribute to R&B. Now there's a couple of other hit factories that have, you know what I mean, since sprung up. Atlanta, you know what I mean, of course, you know, is making their contribution very loud and clear nowadays. New York, of course, cannot be overlooked ever, you know what I mean, for anything when it comes to sound, you know. But man, oh man, oh man, this was just
It
really,
was a good.
really,
It
yeah,
was a
it
great
was.
episode. And if you
Yeah,
have not listened to it, you definitely have to go back and listen to it.
yeah, I think it's a great listen, you know, for it. And again, man, for my people, that as you continually spread the word about this show, remember to kind of continuously have the conversation to say that, hey man, like, because people are like, I don't listen to podcasts, right? And you're like, hey man, like, this is not a podcast per se, it's not a radio show per se. It really is just like a musical journey. You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, and me and JC are your captains. We navigate using language, but mostly, man, we never, I don't care how funny I am. I don't care how sexy JC's voice is. I don't care how opinionated we both can be at any time. Music is the star of the show. And we always, always, always make sure that we talk through that. So check it out, man. Have a friend. Y'all can have these debates. This is a cookout debate. This is, and if you got a friend from Detroit, this can start your Detroit argument with anybody from Detroit or somebody from Philly. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? It is what it is. You know what I'm saying? So
If you can check out Brandy's comment real quick.
yeah, no, theoretically R&B. We ain't doing no joint. So dropping at 12 a.m. is KISSING. It is music that talks about kissing. So, like, you know what I'm saying? If you are a big kisser, this is your episode, man. It is some, oh my God, it's some great tracks on this. Like, all the way peppered through are really, really good songs that just deal with kissing. The legendary Keith Washington, grown up, absolutely is the greatest of contributions of that. Kissing You is one of the greatest tracks that's ever been created. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, but this joint, man, is just such a good episode. I don't like, it's nostalgic in all of the kind of songs that you talk about. I promise you all at once, Sarita, yes. Medea, yes. Like, yo, whatever y'all throw up there, it's been on, it's there. Like, you know what I mean? Ray, yes. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, yo, we talked through all of these joints, right? Like, you know what I'm saying? Sarita, yes. Like, we are going through just all the really, really great kissing songs. And if you're a kisser, kissing is your shit, this is your episode, man. I don't care what anybody says. Like, kissing is still, you know what I'm saying, it. Back in the day, this was first base. JC says I take some liberties on this episode. he called me twice in this episode. He says you're in rare form. So, but this is the next episode. It drops at midnight. And we're just really, 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 really excited about it. You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, y'all already to started kind of throwing it out there. And then, oh, wait a minute. Where's that slide at? Yeah, this is what happens when you don't put things in order. Yeah, let's go back. Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? I don't know where it is. Somehow, some way, it must have got erased. Oh, there it is. There it is. I hit the thing. All right. That was an editing error by yours truly. Listen, we are out here. It has not stopped. We are going to be at Bordy's Vineyard on 8/31. This is crazy. It's going to be there's nothing better than wine and R&B. And these guys, the brothers of Theta Mu, excuse me, of Omega Psi Phi have put together a great lineup with Moo Fresh, Deborah Bonds, Nelly Echo, like we're gonna be out here and it's going to be a good time. And then we'll also be out there if y'all one of those people that like, yo, you wanted a theoretically R&B t-shirt, we're gonna be out there giving those away. We're gonna be doing interviews. We're gonna be having a good time. You know what I'm saying? And then we're gonna be at the Baltimore County African American Cultural Festival. We're gonna be on Media Road. We're gonna be out there on 920. Again, interviews, giving away things. We're gonna be out there just having a good time. You know what I mean? Boombox getting busy. You know what I'm saying? And then to be announced, we're figuring out what the date is going to be. Theoretically, R&B's Thriller. I know, guys, it's August and we're talking about October, but the Halloween costume R&B experience. Again, we trying to encourage everybody to come as their favorite R&B artist. But as LaDonna told me, I ain't coming as no R&B artist, but I will dress up. So I'm just encouraging you to get into the spirit of being. I mean, I love when y'all are yourselves, but I want y'all to come through and absolutely be on it. You know what I'm saying? As an R&B artist or a sexy kitten or a doctor or you can be whatever you want to be. You know what I'm saying? I just want y'all to come and have a good time in the name of R&B with TRB, like, because that's where we going to be at. You know what I'm saying? So it's going to be a great time. Like, we not playing no games, guys. I'm telling y'all, man, that like, yo, the momentum is picking up. Continue to share it. Like I said, this is you Eric, you're suggesting an event. You'd love to do an R&B cook. You want us to throw you one? You want us to throw you a cookout for your birthday? We are really just in here just trying to do things with the people. I promise you guys, it ain't about no money. It ain't about no, you know what I'm saying, notoriety. It's about bringing the culture to the people and being around good people. You know what I'm saying? That we all share this thing called R&B. So, man, look, if your people is my people and my people is your people, let's bring all of them together so they're our people. You know what I'm saying? We need to get this thing cracking, right? All right, Chocolate Thunder, what you got for me on the sign off?
I don't have anything. Thanks, guys, for joining in. Thanks for having me again on In Theory. I appreciate it.
Listen, man, everything is better with a little bit of chocolate on it. Yes. Let me tell you. Hey, man, I'm Slap the Professor, speaking for my brother in rhythm, JC, the Slow Song King Kong. Man, we're going to catch y'all next week, but what I should catch y'all in, you know what I'm saying? Yo, going. Hey, look, one other promise I'm going to make to y'all. Starting in September, we are going to do the Facebook forum. You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, where we can have these discussions and y'all can argue like this, like, you know what I'm saying? And we can share and like and do these things. I know Instagram's a little colder. Like, people don't really kind of get really into comments as much, but we're going to get busy. You know
like
what I'm
saying? Facebook group chat? Like a Facebook
yes, a Facebook group. We're going to have our own Facebook group. Theorists.
That's a good idea.
Yeah, so we're gonna have that, and then you want to be a part of it, we sign you up, get you up in there, and then we're just gonna have a good time. Drop new music, drop old music, drop all types of things where people can really talk through this thing and talk about their appreciation as they break it down, like y'all doing in the chats. I look, it was some connections up in here, man. People, Brandy and Medea are besties now. You know what I'm saying? You know, Sarita over here bragging. Eric shouting out people, man. I loved it, man. I appreciate you guys for tuning in every week. Man, let's keep bringing it. Next week, we will have Nelly's Echo on live. He will be on the show. I think the boy Brian also will be on the show next week. So we actually going to have some guests on the show next week that actually have a song out and some music out. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if they're going to be as good as Chocolate Thunder, but we'll see. All right. All right. We appreciate y'all for being here, man. Peace out.
Bye, guys.